Here's my challenge. I want to mount my drone controller to the handlebars of my bike because currently the only way I can ride my bike and drone myself at the same time is with this strap around my neck, and this is a little cumbersome because this dangles and swings around and then you can't readily see the screen, so it just makes it very awkward and clunky. I wanted to come up with a better way to do this, and this is what I found. In my search for accomplishing this, I found different mounts on the internet and I purchased them, and they just didn't really work well. Here's one where it's got an aluminum bracket, and I thought that would work well, but it goes into these two small holes right here, and these are not reinforced, so it's really just not a good fit because once you mount it on there and you're riding the bike, it actually bounces quite a bit and shakes, which causes stress on the plastic around those anchor points. Then I thought this sun hood was going to be the way to go because it cradles itself around the controller itself, and then you put the screws in those two holes. But what happens is when I want to mount it to the GoPro mount on my bike, I've got to put a mount right here, and it fully covers all the vents on the back side of this RC2 controller. And this is what I came up with. This is a standard GoPro sticky mount, but this is the curved sticky mount, not the flat. Now I'm going to end up mounting this right here, and what you're going to say is, Tom, you're covering up the vent. Yes, it's covering the vent. However, that vent is recessed, so air is still going to be able to get down into the holes here on the side, and it can pass all the way through. I think that's going to be sufficient. So let me clean this with a little alcohol. And I'm going to want some really good adhesion here, and this GoPro mount, they're almost difficult to get off, to be honest. And the reason I'm using this curved mount is because there is a slight curve on the back side of this controller. I'll keep this vent all the way open, and the sticky mount will cover again the middle of here, but the air can flow underneath and through without any issues. And that mount isn't going anywhere. The next step is coming up with the mount to put into the sticky mount, and that is a swivel GoPro mount. GoPro makes these, and it's got a tilting feature on top and it's really stiff, where you can angle this part right here. And it's good that it's very stiff because it's going to help keep the RC2 controller solid on the handlebars. Looking good so far. Now here's the challenge I came up with, and I did find a solution. This has 3 bars on it. You can see that mount there. But both the GoPro mounts on my handlebars have 3 prongs as well. So I need an adapter or something to actually go from this to the swivel mount, and that was my challenge. I ended up finding one. I purchased these 2 adapters from Amazon. They came together in a kit, and I'm going to use the long one, but I'm going to remove this right here, this prong, so that it ends up with 2 prongs, so it'll match up to the mount on my bike. And I'll do that. You can see there's a little bit of a notch right here, so I'm going to bend that out. And I can feel that give. And this is aluminum, and it snaps right off. I can take the 2 prongs that I just made and insert them down here where the 3 prongs are. And I can cinch down my thumb screw just like that. That's very tight. Now all I have to do is take the mount from the controller, insert my thumb screw here. And this one's a little loose, so I'm going to use a wrench to torque it down. And here's the end result. That's snug. Here's a shot of the backside, how it's mounted. Look for this setup in future videos. I think it's going to work just fine. It'll make it a lot less cumbersome. I hope you found this video interesting and informative, and I'll see you in the next video.